Yikes. All right, I was wondering. Oh my gosh, can you hear me now? My microphone was muted. I'm so sorry, Xerius. I turned on my microphone and it did that. It hurt my earballs too, okay? I'm wearing headphones. I'm so sorry. I blame my friend Elena, who was using this earlier. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Gamer Night. Yeah, I'm sorry, Nebulous. I'm sorry. All right, leave me alone. Um, how are y'all? I've been working on my taxes. Very stressful. Good news is I made more money than I thought I did last year. Bad news is I have to pay more in taxes than I thought I did. So I spent like 8 hours yesterday just like um trying to find all the deductions and stuff. There's a lot of things. I also figured out a lot of deductions I could have taken the year before that I didn't, so I got to go amend that and get some more money because I need money. I need to not give the government $7,000. That would be cool. It'd be so cool if I could just not give them $7,000. And that's just federal. The state is trying to get 3,000 from me, and I'm like, guys, I got to dig up more deductions. And that was what I did yesterday, and happy to report, maybe I won't have to pay that much. But I'm gonna play Oblivion. My friend Elena has been going crazy on this profile. She's kind of addicted, and it's a bit of a problem. She's leaving all of the like fun story stuff for me to do. All the fun, like the most fun quests for me to do. But she kind of took over this save file, and it's been a invisible. So let me take those off. How's everybody? How was your Valentine's Day? Did you do anything? Valentini? What's going on? It is cold. It is cold in my apartment. The heat does not work the way it should. So sometimes it'll just blow cold air right on my head. And that's so fun and cool, and we love it. We love it so much. Nice. We love spending Friday and Saturday with a partner. You know what I did on Saturday? I worked on my taxes. That was basically it, so. We love... I'm going to be talking about taxes a lot this stream because I'm annoyed. I could be working on a video, but instead I have to do all this math. Finally, I make it to Oblivion time with weed. Hi, besties. I'm so ready. Me too. That's totally what I have on the right, actually. I'm not even gonna lie anymore. I'm invisible. I don't want to be invisible. So let's take these off. So, you will see from this map, my friend Elena just kind of runs around and does random dungeons. But I have some quests that I can do too, so that marker should not be there. So did I play the original Oblivion? No, I played Skyrim a lot. But like Elena, my friend Elena did like most of the Mages Guild. She did the annoying part of the story where you have to do all these Oblivion gates, apparently. And she left the ending of the arena for me to do, which is fine because the rest of the arena was kind of boring. So, she also told me I should do this quest. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start with this. Uh,
Head on.
head on. So let me remember what I was doing. Good news is I can, because I've been streaming it, I can write off the cost of buying this copy of Oblivion on my taxes. So,
She's such a nice young girl.
anyone else say that they can write off Elder Scrolls Oblivion on their taxes? Not to brag, but that's kind of a flex for me personally. Wesley, what are you talking about? You're on screen right now. Also, hi Wesley, Puppet, Home Lasagna. Phelan. Oh my gosh, Phelan. I read that in have you ever seen Mean Girls? There's the bit in the beginning of the movie where they're in the bathroom with the gay guy, and the gay guy gives him a dirty look, and this girl gives the gay guy a dirty look, and he's like, "Oh my gosh, Jenny DeVito, I love your work." Yeah, we trying to post, Wesley. How do we? Hold on, I'm a fool. Hi 24 people. Oblivion, Paranoia, Quest. Hey, 32, perfect age for a woman. Or a man. Or a non-binary person. Actually, any age is a perfect age for anybody. Wait, why am I... Alright, I don't actually know why. I'm gonna go finish the arena, because that should be done. I'm tired of not having the arena finished, so I'm gonna go finish that. I thought that the quest that she had left noted was the doppelganger quest, the long lost twin quest, but no. It's never too late to be a gamer. That's that's an important life lesson. Have I ever played Sinnet 2 Nerdle? Is that what it sounds like? Is that like Wordle but for movies? You have no desire to be a gamer. All right, that's healthy. That's good for you. You're either born with it or you're not.
Hello, my friend. The reigning grand champion is Agranacro Malog. His fighting name is the Great Prince. He's an orc. Well, half-orc, actually, or so they say. The important thing is he's been grand champion for nearly a decade. Why? Because nobody's had the guts to face him. The Great Prince is unbeatable. At least that's what the people of Cyrodiil have come to believe. Maybe it's time someone stepped into that arena and proved them wrong.
Your wife spent Valentine's Day in Vegas with their family, so I'm trying to clean the apartment. That sounds fun. That sounds as fun as me doing my taxes on a... That sounds as fun as me doing my taxes on Valentine's Day.
Get a move on.
Okay, gotta move on. Alright, so there is... where did it go? Arena... So I am aware that there's an alternate way to do this quest, to do the last quest of the arena, where you can get the champion to kill himself, basically. But that seems kind of heartless. I think that he should die a glorious death and not feel like he has to commit suicide. So that's yeah, I should put on. Wait, I need my arena gear. Oh no, where's my arena gear? Oh no.
I'm a busy man.
Alright, I'm gonna put some arena clothes on. And we're gonna finish this battle. I'll put this on, and we're gonna get... Yeah, tax evasion is not my game. In the words of the Joker, even I'm not gonna mess with the IRS. Or whatever it was Joker said. Where is the... Hi, Stunk. There's a lot of people here. Whenever I think of tax evasion, I think of that, the stripper magician song. Are y'all familiar with the stripper magician song by Caroline Constar? Stripper magician. There's been that song where she's like, I don't remember the exact line, but she's like, it's called tax evasion, plain and simple. The U.S. government is the one that I swindle. Alright, where did my little hand thing go? Oh, duh, Bebo's... Okay, that's not what I want. And now I have no clothes. Did we do something stupid earlier? Like change the difficulty to... Oh, it's still at adapt. That's fine. Yeah, go take a second. Go look up Stripper Magician by Caroline Constar. It's a little music video. It's great. Where's my sword? Well, Fat Fury, I would love to not pay my federal taxes, but I also do fundraising for people in Gaza, and the last thing I need is the government looking at my credit card information and asking why I'm sending money to Gaza. Or I guess more specifically, why am I sending money to individuals in Gaza? Alright, well I am doing that because I live in New York City, so literally I do have to give the city government attacks. So but give them money because they're city government. All right, sword and now I don't actually know how IRS audits work. I'm pretty sure they don't actually just like straight up look at your credit card information. Audits are like you have to prove your expenses. But you know, I would rather just not have that conversation if I can avoid it. Jacob, go get internet.
I'm a busy man.
Go to the internet
Hello,
store. Go to the internet store and
move
get
on.
some internet. All right, so let's save.
Hello, my friend. What? Ready? Ready for what? You're a champion now. The reigning grand champion. The important thing, at least that's what the people of Cyrodiil have come. Ready? Agranac is good. Yeah, too good. He's... Get a move on.
Okay, wait, how do I start the match? Oh, there he is. Hi.
You've returned. So, have you been to Crowhaven? Have you... Oh, please, friend, make haste. This waiting about is torture. I know in my heart who I am. Oh, but wait, I'm sorry. I'm being selfish.
All right, chat, should I just challenge him as is, or should I go find proof that he's a vampire so that he kills himself? Because I know that's how this quest goes. It's been spoiled for me. What do we think, chat? What do we think? He looks like a vampire. I'm pretty sure that is what happens in this quest. I'm pretty sure you go to his house or to whatever and you find evidence that he's actually part vampire and he feels so bad about it he asks you to kill him. Go find the proof. It's fun. All right, I'll do that.
You don't? Oh, well, good.
All right, I'll go find the proof because you said it's fun. He says I gotta go to Crowhaven. Wait, where's Crowhaven? Oh yeah, I do. We're gonna watch How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days with LMNOP. I just haven't put up the graphic yet because I was trying to put up shelves today. See, I told you, Blazer. I told you. It's on the left side of the map. Thank you, audio. Fort Such, Bleak. Okay, wait. If I had to guess, I'm assuming that Elena already... Oh, it's right there. Okay, also, I'll be right back. I gotta grab something. I thought the thing was over there. It's actually over here. Have I played Baldur's Gate 3? Not yet. One massive RPG at a time. Besides Oblivion right now, I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima. I know I'm like 5 years late. Whatever. Did I get a haircut? No, it looks different because the headphones make it look a little different. Also, I'm wearing glasses. because I was too lazy to put on contacts today, so that makes everything look a little different. Also, hello, Hamlet Soliloquy. Yeah, we're gonna have Element OP on the next stream. Y'all can ask her what happened during that recording if you really want to. Glasses are cool. Thank you. Sometimes glasses are cool. I used to be like, I can't be seen in glasses, but now, who cares? Gamers are also cool. I respectfully disagree. Some gamers can be cool. But you can't just say all gamers are cool, because that would be wrong. I have known many gamers that are very much not cool. By the way, not next week, the week after, first week of March, I will not be game streaming. I'm gonna go to Miami. I gotta do, my mom hired me, she has like a business thing, and she's hired me to go and take pictures and video. But also, I've never really been to Miami before, so I want to go see Miami. I need to see Miami before GTA 6 comes out, so that I have context for GTA 6. And if you have not been to Miami and you are going to play GTA 6, I recommend that you do the same. It'll probably help. Sorry, Miami. But it's also Miami. It can be your Amy or Miami. You've been to Miami several times, but just the airport. That doesn't count. That's like me saying I've been to Chicago a bunch of times, but I haven't actually been to Chicago. Just sticking to Canada. Okay, well, maybe come next time we have a president who's not like this. Where'd the sound go? All right, Crowhaven. Crowhaven? Crowhaven. Oh yeah, I'm really fast. You thought you can't be so fast that the game stutters a bit on a PS5. I love me running this fast with a shield this big. It's hilarious. There's Crowhaven. Look at me go. Yeah, I visited San Francisco properly 2 years ago. A friend got she got facial feminization surgery, and I went to go help her. And oh my goodness, get out of here! Out of here! And I did all the things in San Francisco. I went to Chinatown, and had that one really good restaurant that's across the street from Francis Ford Coppola's place. I saw Francis Ford Coppola's place. I went down to the docks. I saw Tommy Wiseau's building with the giant dirty pair of jeans on the outside. I went to the Castro district. I went to the big park. I took the BART train. Took some Bay Area Rapid Transit. We got any Bay Area Rapid Transit fans in the chat? Yeah, Jonathan, have you seen How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days? Because I've seen it once, and it's great. It's a great rom-com. It's on the Letterboxd. Letterboxd has a list of movies with the most fans, which is the most people who have the movie in their top 4 favorites, and that is on there. This stupid lit. Go, get out of here. Cool. Heal. Heal. I don't have magic to heal. Bart is low-key wild sometimes. I know. I've seen videos, but New York is no different. You've never had any wild experience in New York public transit? Well, Nebulous, do you live in New York? Because the longer you live here, the higher your chances of seeing some shit. And I've seen a few things. I've seen so many things. I have to keep a note on my phone of things I see, otherwise I forget them. Because it's just too much sometimes. One of my favorite things I saw on the subway in New York a few years ago, it was a guy, no, this was like 2019. I got on a train and there was a guy trying to do a stand-up routine on the train, like a crowded, like packed subway car. This guy gets on the subway and he's like, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to do some comedy for you all to entertain you tonight on your commute home. First joke. What's a white woman's favorite TV channel? The BBC? Nobody laughed. And then he did some more jokes, but that was the only one I remembered. I laughed because it was so awkward. I also guarantee, I'm pretty sure that joke, he probably just pulled jokes off of Google, because that's definitely not an original joke. Yeah, right, strong opener. One time on the subway, I saw this couple. This couple was like arguing really loudly, and this guy came up and sat next to them, and he was like, the guy who sat next to them was like on something. And so this couple's arguing, and he has his head turned facing away from them, and he's like, "Shut up! Shut the fuck up! Shut up! Shut up!" And but he's not looking at them. And so the guy is like, "This guy's telling us to shut up. I want to beat him up." And the woman's like, "No, he's not even looking at us. He's not even looking at us. Look at me. Quit trying to distract from the conversation." And it was like a 3-way argument going on. One time I saw a guy trying to transport an NBA Jam arcade machine in a wagon that was too small to carry it. One time I saw a woman in a Rudolph onesie eating a cheese stick. Rudolph onesie, no shoes. Rudolph onesie, no shoes, eating a cheese stick. One time I saw, sometimes it's just the clothes you see. One time I saw a guy, I don't want to say guy actually. It was an individual with bright purple hair and purple dyed eyebrows. Purple, like bright, very, very gay looking. And he was on the subway platform yelling the F slur in a way that was like, not in like a gay way. He was yelling the F slur like he was like a Midwestern Republican man. But he had bright purple hair and purple eyebrows, so that was great. I think he just forgot who I was. Forgot who he was, I meant. The outfits I really love. I once saw a woman who had a giant like puffer jacket on, and the whole back of the jacket was this like big thing that was like, October girl, you are strong, resilient, like all these things with like Bible verses attached to them. And it was about how somehow girls in October are special. One time I saw a guy just wear a shirt that said Pyrex Boys, and I want that shirt. I think that's a great shirt. Pyrex Boys. Also, random celebrity encounters. The other day, I was walking down the street and I passed by Kyle Gordon, the guy who sang the Planet of the Bass song and the We Will Never Die. Oh, 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 oh. Most subway rides are not interesting. Most subway rides are very ordinary. But you get plenty of rides that are out of the ordinary. Oh, goodness, that was disgusting. I'm sorry. Ignore that. Speaking of that, one time during COVID, I was on the subway and there was this guy wearing a mask who just randomly started coughing blood everywhere, just out of nowhere in the middle of the subway ride. It was like something out of a horror movie, and he coughed blood everywhere. He's coughing blood on the floor. The subway stopped. He gets off the subway. He's like coughing up blood on the platform. Some cops walk up to him and he's like, "I'm fine. This happens all the time." So I don't know where that guy is today. That was 5 years ago, but I hope he's all right. Okay, so if y'all ever go to New York City and you like the subways, you should definitely visit the New York Subway Museum. There's a museum for the subway system. I went for the first time last year. I visited, and it's a cool museum. It's the museum itself is built in an abandoned subway platform. I guess not abandoned, a discontinued subway platform. And they have all of these trains parked there, these old subway trains parked there from like the 30s, 40s, 50s. And they have all the old like vintage ads, subway ads on them. So you can get on a subway car from like the 70s and it says like, "Remember to vote in 1976. Your vote matters." Like, I love it. It's a really cool museum. And like, there's displays detailing like, you know, the building of the subway and all that stuff. So it's also only $20. It's like one of the cheapest museums in New York. So it is kind of like a pilgrimage for autistic kids who love trains to go to that museum. Stop. I have to kill so many wolves in here. I don't know why I took those Diedrich boots. Favorite silent films. My favorite silent film is Passion of Joan of Arc. Passion of Joan of Arc is my favorite silent film. I got to see last year? End of 2024, actually. I got to see The Passion of Joan of Arc at Lincoln Center with a live choir because my friend was performing in the choir. So, that was really cool. I'd seen it once before then, though, which is good because the seating I had was like not ideal for reading subtitles. I was like really close to the screen, so I couldn't read all the subtitles. And if that had been my first time watching the movie, that would not have been great. Uh-oh. I'm putting on my blanket because it's chilly. So the thing about Passion of Joan of Arc is that it was lost media for a long time. So I don't the original score I think is also lost. So all versions of it today use like their own score, or they use like something, I don't know what it is exactly, but I don't know if it was original or it sounded great though. All right, we have proof. We have proof that the champion is half vampire. Yeah, I don't have a favorite movie. I've seen too many movies to have a favorite anything. I have favorites in genres. Oh, there he is. I'm taking his gold, taking his vampire dust. Prop him up a bit. Hey, buddy, get up. Okay. Let's go finish the arena. How do I get out of here? Excuse me. Wait, where am I? You just watched Titanic 2 the other day? I'm so sorry. Why did you do that to yourself? We learned on my bad movie live stream with Athena, that movie, so we watched that on a bad movie marathon stream with Athena last Valentine's Day. We did like a bad romance movie live stream. And
it's a fight you'll get.
And that movie was so boring, it like almost like ruined the stream for us. Because we were just like, what do we even say? It's so boring. Hi, synth music world. I'm assuming that you live in a world of synth music. And that is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Alright, Vampire Battle Mage, get out of my freaking way. Alright, no, we're, okay. Hello? No, Titanic 2 was... what was the story with Titanic 2? It was like a sci-fi. It was like a Sharknado type of thing, but not at all entertaining. This is remastered. You can tell from the user interface in the bottom. So if you were just joining, my story with Oblivion is I played Skyrim a lot. I played Skyrim, like, I got all the trophies in Skyrim. Every single trophy in Skyrim. Every single PlayStation trophy in Skyrim I got. So I loved Skyrim. I never played Oblivion because I was waiting for them to do a remake. And then they did it. This save file, though, has been kind of messed with. My friend Elena got a hold of it and got addicted, so she's been running around the map doing random dungeons. She did all these Oblivion gates, which is great because those are kind of boring anyway, because they're all kind of the same. She did get all these attributes up like way high, except blunt. And my level is, I'm still only a footpad in the Thieves Guild, though. But I'm level 33 now. And I personally have played the game for not enough to be level 33, so. Also, if y'all would like to support me in my effort to pay my taxes, becoming a channel member is a great way to do that. You get some custom emojis in the chat. It is $2, and your name turns a different color, and you get some emojis, and you support me. Pitch into the cause and whatnot. Also, I accept donations. I am not trying to beg for money, but I'm working on my taxes, and I'm nail biting. I'm like, ooh, I owe more than I thought I did. How do I get out of here? Anyone else doing their taxes? Just in general? Being a YouTuber is fun, but I miss the days when I didn't have to work so hard on my taxes, because being self-employed and trying to do your taxes is not... It sucks. I'm gonna be real. It really sucks. How do I get out of here? Oh. You have back taxes. They put taxes on your back? So the big thing for me, my big thing is that I didn't fully realize what the self-employment tax is. And if y'all aren't aware, if you are self-employed, you have to pay a 15.7% tax on top of your income tax. And that is because when you have a job, that's normally factored in. It's like Social Security and stuff. But if you don't have a job, you just have to give them straight up 15.7% of your income on top of the income and the state tax. So I have to give away of the taxable income, you know, deductions, whatnot. But taxable income I have to give away about... It's a lot. It's a lot. And the 15.7% is on your gross income. It's not on your taxable income. So no matter how I slice that, I still have to fork over thousands of dollars to the government. So yeah, 15% self-employment tax in America. Yeah, you have to use a calculator and shit. I can't do that. Oh yeah, let's talk about the Olympics. I've been watching some stuff, but the only major thing I've heard of is, what's her name? Lindsey Vonn being seriously injured. Oh, that's good. See, I haven't watched Heated Rivalry. I'm too busy watching movies from 60 years ago. Today I watched this weirdo Yugoslavian movie called WR, Mysteries of the Organism. I could not even give it a rating because it was just so weird. It's like part documentary, part narrative. There's a bit where you watch this guy, this woman just jacks this guy off until he's hard, and then she makes a plaster mold of his dick, and we just see the whole process.
I'm a busy man.
This
Hello,
is
my friend.
from
What can this
1971.
grizzled old blade master do for you?
Look up WR, Mysteries of the Organism. It's I mean, if you like weirdo shit from the late 60s, early 70s, you'll love that.
Gotta move on.
You've returned. So, have you been to Crowhaven?
What's
Have
the
you-
weirdest movie I've ever seen?
this?
Oh, I have
The
many,
Journal of
many
Lord
things I could talk
Leviticus?
about.
My
I could do a
friend,
video,
You've done it.
an unscripted video where I
This
sit on
is
the floor and
wonderful
talk about the
news.
weirdest movies
The
I've
words
seen.
of Lord Leviticus himself. Perfect. I believe I owe you something, eh? Here, let me show you these moves. Step like this. Now strike. All right, now parry. That's it.
You didn't do
There
anything.
you are. Some of the best combat moves you'll ever learn. Now, let's see what this journal says. Interesting. But I... Wait. Can this be? But by Shinji, I'm the son of a vampire.
By Shinji?
I'm no gray prince.
Shinji Ikari?
I'm the spawn of evil. I thought
Shinji
my father was
Ikari
a
from
noble,
Neon Genesis
not
Evangelion?
some blood-sucking monster. I can't...
I love that he stopped to teach me these fighting moves before he opened this book. Oh, he's still hitting the wood though.
The journal. The journal. My father's journal. It says I'm part vampire. I thought my father was a nobleman, not some blood-sucking monster. My whole life has been nothing but a lie.
Fuzzy Number says
I'm no
Agranak
great
is so
prince.
hot.
I'm a vile,
Okay.
wretched spawn of evil. Please leave me. Oh, but I see. You're a champion. You want my Grand Champion title, is that it? Please challenge me. In the arena, I can end my misery. Yes, I accept your challenge.
All right. Wait. Yeah, he is a nice guy. I feel bad, but I gotta become the champion.
Shinji's name might you be?
Why are they bringing up
Look,
Shinji
if you're a
Ikari?
spectator, go upstairs and talk to the gatekeeper. And wait, I know you. You're that new champion, right? Agranek Gromalog is the best fighter ever to... Well, you know the drill. You just make sure you... Well, what are you waiting for? Get.
Get. I don't know what we're getting. Oh.
Hello, my... Ready?
Wait,
Gotta
who do
move
I
on.
talk to?
So you've... Agranek Gromalog is the best... Well, you know the drill. You let me know. Just
Yeah,
make sure.
I'm ready.
Something...
Wait, tell me about Shinji. I just saw a thing about Shinji. Why do they keep mentioning Shinji?
Dragonheart, the Grey Prince, is headed up to the arena.
Oh, there we
The
go.
history books detail his life as a warrior for the Order of Diagna. But he was also the first Blade Master. No Shinji, no arena.
Get in the
Well,
arena,
what are you
Shinji.
waiting for? Get.
Get. Alright. Ugh, my computer keeps going to sleep. Stop doing that.
Good people of Cyrodiil, welcome to the Imperial City Arena. Believe it or
Is
not,
this a genuine reference to Evangelion? No.
the unbeatable Arena Grand Champion.
Thoughts on the 12th annual Oscar? Is that this year's or is that last year's?
A fearless foe who could wrest the title from our famed Grey
prince.
I talked to someone who really thought this year, they're like, oh, is this really the end of On Cinema? And I'm like, you're not getting the joke. You're not getting it.
Strength and determination. Behold, Dragonheart. Lords and ladies, citizens.
Last year's was kind of forgettable because I forgot most of what happened in it.
Combatants, steel yourselves.
Wait, no, it was in a movie house, right? It was in the movie house. I love the bit with
Buddy, please, just kill me. Can't you see? It's what I want. I can't live like this, knowing I'm something.
I love them. I love it. The movie. Yeah, I loved it. I love the bit of them roping in the what's his name, the plumber or the HVAC guy, whoever it was, the like random employee guy they roped in, and then they give him alcohol and he gets fired from his job. Mark Prosh once again getting horribly injured.
What are you waiting for?
Chaplin's chili.
Kill me.
My favorite Oscar special, though, I think will always be the Jaws 2 anniversary special. If y'all don't know what we're talking about, there's a show called On Cinema at the Cinema. It's a parody of movie review shows, and it's been running since 2012.
Behold, your arena grand champion,
Ooh.
esteemed grand champion. You may leave the arena now. See the Blade Master to receive your winnings and be awarded your raiment.
Now, Dr. Sand is dead. Sorry. But Tim is communicating with Dr. Sand from beyond the grave.
Hello, my friend. Gotta move on.
By the love of Shinji, you did it! You beat the Grey Prince! You've got Agronach's Raiment of Valor. Good! Give it to me! All right. Now I give you your own. By Shinji, I'm shaking! This is amazing! Okay, Do you want a heavy Raiment of Valor or a light raiment? Right. Okay. It is with great honor that I present to you this gold and the esteemed Raiment of Valor, and name you the new Arena Grand Champion. You've done it. The Grey Prince was a great orc, rest his soul and all that, but you beat him. Now go. Take some time to rest.
Completed the arena questline.
Why not spice things up a bit? Give the people... I'm talking weekly shows, fights, pitting you against... I've had some... Well, what are you waiting for?
Oh, I'm over encumbered. Alright, let's drop some shit. Oh, I don't need that. Let's drop that. Let's put on... Yeah, I like that shield better. Okay, so you see Elena named a bunch of gear things with Bebo in the name. So we got Bebo Carry, Bebo Coat, Bebo Safe, Bebo C, Bebo Sneak. Wait, where did the... Oh, light raiment of value. Yeah! Bebo is what we keep calling the cat, one of my roommate's cat. That's not his name, but he looks like he'd be a Bebo, you know? I guess I don't But I like the shield better. I guess I don't need the sword either. Alright, so that's that quest line done. It looks a lot like bondage gear. Did it look like bondage gear in the original? Wait, I gotta look that up. Abby asks if you were an English or film teacher, make your students watch Do the Right Thing. Do you have any films you think should be taught in school? Yes, absolutely. If I was a teacher, you know that I would show only the best movies. When I was in high school, I took it was offered for the first time when I was a senior. This teacher started offering a class called History Through Film, and basically we'd come in every week and watch like a historical movie. We formed into groups. The groups each picked a movie, and then we showed the movies, and then the groups had to give a presentation on the movies. And that was pretty cool. We watched really random selection. The group that I was in, we ended up picking Argo, like the movie Argo, Ben Affleck, or whatever Affleck that was. Yeah, wait, I want to see what the Raiment of Valor looked like in the original. Yeah, I guess it did. It did kind of look like bondage gear. My favorite part about that class was this. There was this one group where it was kind of the, I don't want to say the dumb kids, but it was like kind of the jock group. They were, I mean, most of the kids were it was a seniors only class, and it was mostly just there for us to watch movies and goof off and not try that hard. But there was one group where they picked Full Metal Jacket as their movie. And the teacher did not know how to lay out this class. So he had the groups make their own worksheets and make their own tests, which was a terrible idea that I don't know if he ever repeated again after that. But these groups came and they clearly like made these like tests and these like worksheets the night before. And it was so full of stuff that was just so wrong. And it was the way it was laid out. Like, I have pictures of it on my phone, but it was like, who is antagonist of movie? Is Snipe. As in, they meant to say, who is the antagonist of the movie?
Wow,
it is the sniper.
I saw your fight against the Grey Prince. You're the best. Can I follow you around? I won't get in the way.
What was this, like Tails from Sonic? Beat it, kid. Oh, he looks like Syndrome. He looks like Syndrome from The Incredibles. If I let him follow me, he's gonna die.
Oh, gee. You should.
Bye. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so their like test had things that were wrong. They were like, there was one question they had on their test that was like, how much did love cost in Vietnam? It cost $5. And I think they were referring to the $5 sucky sucky scene. I gotta look at the sheet again. Why did the stream pause? Oh, it didn't pause. They also said, like, when does this movie take place? It takes place in 1989. The kids were dumb. They were dumb kids. I also remember one of the movies we watched was Boy in the Striped Pajamas, and there was a girl. She was like the I don't remember her name. She was notorious. You know, every grade had that like one girl who would like was the nerd girl. She like would wear like she'd have like an anime book bag that she brought to school, and she kind of looked like Tina from Bob's Burgers. But she was giving a presentation and people were talking, and she was like, guys, you have to listen. The Holocaust was a very bad incident. And I think about her all the time. I don't know where she is these days, but I hope she's okay, and I hope she learned that that was an understatement. So I had to do the Dark Brotherhood. That's right. I'm gonna finish the Dark Brotherhood questline. Let's get that done. Yeah, she was in the school had a nerds club. It was an anime club, and then they expanded it to be everything that is, including anime. Nebulous asked, do I have a favorite era for film? No, I don't. I like all the different eras for different reasons. What was my homework like as an NYU student? That's a question. Depended on the class. Freshman year was a lot of like general ed courses that we had to take. Sophomore year was where we really started to get into the film stuff proper, and we were in groups, so it was a lot of group projects. Working on short films. It would be like, I was in a class, like, for example, called Sight and Sound Studio. It was a required class for, it was a required class for all, or no, there was a few of them. Sight and Sound Film was a required class for all, sophomores. And so we form into groups, and then we have to do projects with different challenges. So it'd be like, you need to make a 4-minute long short film with only sound effects in black and white, no dialogue. Or it would be like, oh, you have to do a project that is, just make a soundscape that tells a story. Or you have to do this and you have to hire actors. Like this project, you have to hire actors, that sort of thing. What is the quest I'm doing? I have to kill an Argonian hunter. The big thing was that at the end of the semester, and I will talk about this in a video later. So there's one class, Sight and Sound Studio. It was like learning how to do filmmaking on a studio set. So 3 cameras, overhead lights, you can move the furniture around and shit, but it's like a TV studio. And at the end of the semester, our project was we had to pick a scene from a TV show or a movie and hire actors, rehearse with them, and film the scene on the studio set. It was around Christmas time, so what I chose was I adapted a public access Santa. If you've never seen that video, it's just look up public access Santa. It's a video from like 2006 of a public access TV channel in Michigan, where it's like Santa is doing a call-in show. Kids can call in and talk to Santa, and he has 2 girls who are supposed to be his elves, and they're the most like drunk 2006 like. Like the type of girls that spend all their time on E-Bombs World and like very like 2006 drunk girls who are just like ruining the live stream. Not live stream, public access, whatever. But I bring this up because, hello? Oh no. Oh, not this again. Alright, so there's a glitch in this version of Oblivion where the longer you play, you get taller, and the only way to reset it is to close out of the game. And if I close out of never mind, I'm fine. Never mind, I'm fine. All right, where am I going? I gotta go kill this Argonian. Where did you all go? Are you still here? Did my stream get stupid? No. Oh. Well, I want to say, there was one kid who chose for his final project in that class that he was going to do a scene from Death Note. Specifically the scene in Death Note where L reveals himself to Light, where he does the trick, and he's like, he does the trick on TV with Light. So he reenacted that scene, and this guy, he was, I don't remember his name. He was well known to be the most incompetent kid in our year. He was only at film school, as far as we know, because he had rich parents who paid for him to get in. Because he could not do anything. This kid was like, he could not do shit in this class. He was legitimately bad. The auto mod system keeps. Oh, that's so dumb. He chose a scene from Death Note, and he picked. First of all, he picked just his roommates, his college roommates, to be in it. So we had this guy, this like kind of nerdy looking white boy playing Light, and the guy playing Ryuk was just this guy that he put in like white face paint. It looked ridiculous. It looked so dumb. And I remember we had to give a presentation like why we wanted to do this project, and he was like, his presentation was like, the live action Death Note movie that just came out was really bad, and I think I can do better. And spoilers, he did not do better. He definitely did not do better. $23. What's the sword? $28. All right, I'll keep the sword. This same kid, I did an internship with him once on an HBO show, and he was an intern for the costume department, and he somehow lost like $2,000 worth of receipts, which basically meant that they couldn't write it off as a business expense because they didn't have receipts for it, because this guy lost the receipts. And somehow he was not fired because, again, rich parents. So I'm assuming the rich parents just paid them off. If I dig, I could probably figure out what his name was. But he was notorious. Like, we would do projects in that class, and he would manage to find the absolute worst actors I have ever seen in my life to do everything he did. It was like kind of impressive how he always managed to pick just like the worst actors you've ever seen. Like there was one project we had to do where we had to shoot a scene like off a script that the professor gave us, and it was like you could adapt the script any way you wanted. You just had to keep the same lines, and part of it was that the lines were kind of nonsensical. But it was like this guy didn't even know that the lines didn't make any sense. Because he had these actors come in and they're like, he's like, oh, I've taken up skydiving. And this girl is like, is that a country thing? Sounds like something you could get arrested for. I have a video of it. Best acting ever. Actually, if you dig on my YouTube channel, if you scroll all the way to the bottom, there's some like random videos I took during film school that like still live there. I have lots of film school stories. One time a kid got I forgot I have water walking. One time a kid got yelled at in front of the whole class because it was a project in Sight and Sound Studio, and I don't remember what the exact parameters of the project were, but it had to be like 5 minutes long. No, had to be shot inside. There was certain rules. This kid came in with a project, did not follow any of the project rules. It was literally basically 10 straight minutes of his friend crawling on all fours around a dorm building, around an NYU dorm building, crawling on all fours. And we got like 3 minutes into it, and the professor turns around and he's like, "Whose project is this?" And one kid's like, "Oh, it's mine." And he gets up, he turns off his project, and he sits him in front of the class, and he's like, "So what was your goal with this? You just trying to waste our time? We have a limited amount of time in class every week, and you're just trying to sit here and waste our time with this bullshit." And he's like, "Well, that was his point of the project, was to be a time waster. He's trying to be subversive," and Professor was not having it. Professor was absolutely not having it. And this was like a class where this professor would speak nicely about even the worst projects. I have a video of this kid getting yelled at too, because when he started getting yelled at, I took out my phone and recorded. And this class, I don't know how many of y'all watch Saturday Night Live, but I was in, Tim Herlihy was in this class with me, which I don't know if I haven't talked about that. I was in the same year as Tim Herlihy, who was on Saturday Night Live now. And Tim would fall asleep in that class all the time. There was another time in that class, the professor didn't get mad, but there was one time in that class where, and I know this guy's name, his name was Uriel. I don't know what he's up to these days, but he was kind of known in our year as being like the guy who was really into experimental film. Like that was his thing. He's like, I want to be an experimental filmmaker. I want to make experimental film. Whatever. And he, in this class, he made a project where, okay, so the beginning of the project, it lays out like the acronym for Patriot Act, and the words fade away to show that it says Patriot Act, as if we didn't know that. And then the whole project is him videoing through the windows of people's apartments in New York, like fully just like his camera zooming in inside other people's apartments and filming them in their apartments. And then interspersed with like, there's like a shot of like a guy getting run over by a train in the middle. So he showed us this, and there were some kids who were really like, is it legal? No, it definitely was not legal. They're like, this is bad. They're like, we get what you were trying to do here, but this is not, you can't do this. And he's like, yeah, but neither can the government. The government shouldn't be doing it either. And it's like, but that's not, you can't make a point by doing that. So that project was never shown outside that class. And he wasn't filming anything like crazy with people in their apartments. It was like people like standing around, doing nothing, sitting around, but it was still just like, dude. He thought he was making a statement. And I remember there was one kid who was like, I'm going to be honest, you should be ashamed of yourself. And the professor would be like, oh, whoa, okay. Let's not start a fight here. I was in a live stream. I talked about, on my video where I talked like unscripted about movies they made us watch in film school, someone brought up the professor who I took that class with. He still teaches there. So that's good. Hope he's doing good. I love that guy. I don't think he was high every day, but I think he had done so many drugs in the 90s that he was basically high every day. Wait, where's the... Just outside the ruins. Okay, so... Did anyone ever plagiarize or steal anything from another student? Another student? No. Or if it did happen, I didn't know about it. My film school experience was kind of limited because about halfway through, I realized that student films were bullshit, so I focused on internships. So I have a lot of internship stories. I worked on a gay indie movie in Dallas. I worked for an on-demand provider company. I worked for an HBO show, which was my favorite internship. It was an HBO comedy show, season 1 of an HBO comedy show. That one was the best. I'll talk about that another day. I worked at the Sci-Fi Channel. I worked at CBS in the casting office. Also have great stories from that one. Gay indie movie, which one? It is called 1985. It was shot in Dallas on black and white film, and it is really, really sad. It's about a guy who is dying of AIDS, and he goes home for Christmas, and his family does not know that he has AIDS. And it's very, very sad. Great film. Very sad. But that was my first time working on a real film set, so that was where it was like, oh, wow, so this is what it's like. Michael Chiklis played the dad. Shout out Michael Chiklis. I will never forget Michael Chiklis on that shoot. The last day of shooting, he was like, I'm so excited to get back to LA, y'all. When I get back, I'm going to smoke a doobie like this big. And he showed like a log, the size of a log. CBS casting office. Yeah, that was funny. That was a funny experience. One day in the CBS casting office, they made us watch the finale of Big Bang Theory. They were like, you got to watch this. Michael Chiklis he's exactly what you expect. Just a big old dude. Just a big dad man. Virginia Madsen played the mom, and she was funny. She was like standing outside vaping. Anytime the cameras weren't rolling, she was like outside vaping. And one day she sat down with the interns and told the stories about her acting experience, and that was cool. There was a really awkward day on that shoot. We had to film, there were certain scenes we had to film, and they rented a house to film them in. And partway through the shooting day, we looked at this like cabinet, and we're like, excuse me, what is this? This house, they didn't know this when they rented the house. There was a house that they rented for this shoot that had minstrel blackface dolls. And the owners of the house were white people, and this was in Dallas. So that was extremely uncomfortable. Oh, I've already killed this guy. Did I ever act as a grip or boom operator? Yes. I was a boom operator on one student film once, and I was like, I don't want to do this again because my arms hurt. I don't want to do this again because my arms hurt. There was a... I haven't talked about this guy before. There's a guy... So I was on a comedy team at NYU. They're still around. It's called Friends with Dads. You can look it up. NYU Friends with Dads. When I joined, it was a new group. And the leader of the group was this guy named Charlie. Charlie's dad worked for Nickelodeon and created Ned's Declassified. Like, he was the showrunner. Ned's Declassified, Big Time Rush, Johnny Test. He worked on some other stuff too that I'm not even aware of. But so there was this guy, I knew he was the leader of this group. He was Johnny Test. Like, the character design for Johnny Test was based off of him. Anyway, one day I worked on his student film and I was the boom operator.
Have you heard any word about the other provinces?
They say syndicates...
Charlie's great. I saw him in LA. Last time I went to LA. We still talk. He's like a Nintendo kid. Johnny Test grew up to become a Nintendo kid, in case you're wondering. He was great. He had a rooftop. He used to throw parties.
Take care.
Papa said my entire film career was me holding the boom mic for a short film my brother-in-law did. Oh. Yo, he's just right here. Thought I was gonna, like, have a second. See, I miss Skyrim. I miss it when I could do the Fus Roda and, like, launch him off the mountain. That's what this game is really lacking. What's the story behind bourgeoisie Naruto? Okay, so that was the era. I don't know if y'all were around, you might remember. There was an era of people where people would make Facebook events that were like, everyone blow really hard to make hurricane go away. Everyone meet at this park and yell like Goku. It was like meme Facebook event. So there was a meme Facebook event that was like, everyone meet at the NYU campus, the Washington Square Park, and we're gonna run Naruto laps around the park. And I showed up not intending to run, I just wanted to get a video of it. And that was what I did, and they happened to run straight by a houseless person who was laying on the floor, just ran right around her. And that was that video. Look at this meat. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to dispatriate that kid, but, because I'm assuming he got better. Oh, shit. Did I just become a vampire? Oh, come on. I didn't want to be a vampire. Alright, hold on. Ugh. Shit. Alright, let's go back. When did I get... Do I have a cure? Potion of cure disease? Yeah, see, my stats are kind of hilarious. What inclined me to make the Danimals vid? Oh, so, I mean, I knew I wanted to be a YouTuber, but I didn't know what I wanted to do for content. So I was like, that was just my starting point. I was like, I just gotta make something. So let me make a very stereotypical video essay type of video. So that was the start. Because I just had that idea, and I was like, no one's done this video. Since then, several people have done that video. Ashley Norton, what's his name, the other guy. But I wanted to be, you know, I want to be the first. I wanted to really, to do the thing. Okay, I gotta go to Normal. And then I quickly learned that you'll see in my early videos, there was the Danimals video, there was a video I did about Breakin' 2, Electric Boogaloo, and there was a video I did about Bayonetta. That was me experimenting with like different topics for videos. It took me a while to figure out like what my niche really was. But I have found it, and I am running with it. I am running with my niche. So if you want to be a YouTuber, here's what you got to do. Experiment with different videos. Give up a lot of your free time to experiment with different types of videos. And if you get lucky, you might find one that really hits with the algorithm. And then you keep experimenting, and you find a second one that really hits with the algorithm. It's a little easier to make. And then you just milk that for years. And that's how you become a YouTuber. Follow those simple steps, and you too can write off 30% of your streaming services on your taxes. Oh, is the dead drop in Normal? Do I gotta go in the Normal? Okay, I gotta go in Normal. I always love how these streams, like, the first hour or so, there's, like, lots of people, and then by the end, it's, like, the same few just hanging out. Love you guys. I wish I could do more video essays, but that's not my niche now. I went and made myself a movie YouTuber. I do want to do, like, a video, though, where I watch every video game movie from the 90s. I feel like that could be fun. Because video game movies are the new hotness. Video game movies are the new superhero movies. And video game shows. Video game shows and movies are the new superhero movies. So I want to do a video where I watch all of the video game movies from the 90s, when they invented video game movies. I can talk about Mario, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, all the other ones, you know. Oh man, my advice? My advice is either you do it or you don't. That's how it is for everything in life. You want to make YouTube videos, you're either going to do it or you're not going to do it. You want to visit Japan, you're either going to do it or you're not. You want to move to New York City, you're either going to do it or you're not. You can just say you're going to do something over and over again, but you have to... Anyone can say they're going to do something, but to actually do something is a whole other thing. But people can say, you know, I'm going to make a film. I'm going to make a TV show. I'm going to do this. I'm going to be that. And then Flash forward 15 years later, they didn't do any of the things they said they were going to do. Because it takes work. I wanted to be a YouTuber so bad, and eventually I was just like, you know what? I just gotta do it. I just gotta make videos. And hope that it works out. And then I did, and it worked out. So, and yeah, it's not gonna work out for everybody, but you still gotta try. A lot of people give up before they even try. Alright, how do I leave? Yeah, do or do not, there is no try, basically. Except there is a try. Because not everyone can succeed in the thing, and that's okay. But you gotta try. Like me, I keep talking about I want to go visit Japan. I want to go visit Japan. It's been years. I'm actually going to do it this year. I'm actually going to visit Japan this year. I'm actually making plans. I'm going to go in September. I got a friend who lives in Tokyo. I'm going to stay with her. And you can hold me to it. And part of the reason I'm doing this is because my family is taking a vacation to Hawaii, which I've never been to before either. And, I figure Hawaii's already halfway there, so when else am I going to be halfway there? It's too late to go to Japan. Oh, Spriggans. Alright, I don't feel like fighting those. My apparel is broken. Cool. Well, let's fix it. Yeah, I'm gonna 1-2 punch myself with a trip. Hawaii and then Japan. 2 places I've never been to before. Cannot. Oh, shit. Okay. Puppet, that is hilarious. That is ridiculous. And no, I would not do it. Not the worst idea, though. But also, why would the Japanese government care about Rob Schneider? He's part Filipino. Is that a bear? Oh, it's a boar. He really wants to kill me. The Japanese people need to know the real Rob. Should I watch Real Rob for a video? I watched Real Rob in 2026. I think it's too late.
Hello.
I think it's just too late. Shout out to Rob Schneider's ex-wife, though. You know, getting away from him finally, better late than never. Yeah, it's not worth it. There's my target.
Oh, whatever it was, it's gone now.
Yeah, it's gone now. Whatever it was, it's gone now. Where's my bow? I was left with no bow? Oh, guess I gotta do this the easy way. How are you still seeing me? I'm invisible. Who is seeing me? Oh shit. Okay. Well. Oh.
Why won't you die?
Let me move. I'm a naked alright. This is okay. Let me up. Let me up. Let me up. Let me up. Alright, I put my broken armor back on. Let me up! Let me stand up. Where's my stack of potions?
You're just warming up, you pathetic worm! You're a traitor to your own race!
What? Alright, don't say that, dude. That's messed up.
No. No! I'm too late. I thought I could get here in time. Thought I could stop you. My Sithis, what have you done? What madness has claimed you? You have betrayed me. You have betrayed the Dark Brotherhood. Why? I am here to end your miserable life. But I can see the confusion in your eyes. You have no idea what I'm talking about. Your first dead drop contract. You carried that out, killed Celadon. After that, you eliminated the Draconis family, as ordered. Then, Betrayal. Your dead drops went unvisited. Your targets ignored. Instead, you have been systematically killing off all of the members of the Black Hand.
Uh-oh.
Jagasta, Shali, Zovalovani, Havelstein, Horblood, speakers and silencers all, and Ungalum, the listener himself. The surviving members of the Black Hand know you're innocent. They know you are only following orders. They believe I am the traitor. The traitor somehow switched your orders and has been sending you to the wrong dead drops.
Uh-oh.
You and I have been deceived. We must find out who is behind this betrayal. We haven't much time. I'm hunted day and night by the Black Hand. They want me dead. Here is what you must do. Go now to your next dead drop. Lie in wait and confront whomever drops off the false contract. Uncover the true traitor's identity, and then come see me. I'll be in hiding. Fort Farragut is no longer secure. It's under watch by the Black Hand. I'll wait for you at Apple Watch, the farm where you killed the old Draconis woman. It should be empty and safe. Now go, and may Sithis help us all.
Someone asked Favorite horror movies. Boom. No particular order. These are horror movies that I gave 5 stars to in Letterboxd. Candyman. The Shining. Alien. Wicker Man. The Fly. Houseu. Evil Dead 2. The Invisible Man. That's it. Those are my favorites, I guess. But also some that I gave almost 5 stars to. Misery, which actually, Misery might be a 5-star movie now that I think about it. Misery. I'm totally gonna change that, actually. That should be 5 stars. Misery. I thought Pearl is really good. The Thing is great. Oh, there's so many that I gave almost 5 stars to. Dawn of the Dead. Perfect Blue. We have a Perfect Blue poster in my house. There's a Perfect Blue poster in the other room behind me. What do I think of the Shining miniseries directed by Stephen King? I did not watch that.
Hey, you're...
Wait.
Hey, you're the one they call the hero of Kvatch, aren't you? The one that closed the Oblivion Gate and saved the city.
Honestly, Sam, I don't remember. Because a lot of those I watched like during quarantine, and I watched them like once. During quarantine, I was watching like 2 to 3 movies every single day. A lot of them I've watched again since then, though. If I sat down and thought about it, I could probably tell you why, but... 5 stars to me is like a perfect movie. 5 stars to me is like, I have no complaints. I have nothing that I would change. Yep, Puppet, go do some voice stuff. I don't know the first thing about how to do voice acting, like, stuff, but... Hey, people do it. Ken Jeong didn't start acting until he was 40. I think about that a lot. Yeah, I'll do some voice roles. Anybody want to give me... Anybody working on anything you want to give me a voice role in? I'll do it for cheap. I don't care. I mean, I do care, but I'll do it for cheap if you want. Hit me up. Unless I have to read, like, pages of stuff, in which case, maybe not, but... You want me to have a voice cameo in your thing? What would be my ideal character to voice? I don't know. I don't have an ideal character. I can come up with something for no matter what role you give me. I can play an orc. I can play a high elf. I can play a Breton. I can play a Nord. A Khajiit, an Argonian. I like how this guy didn't see me do this. Someone pointed this out. So Elena pointed this out to me. The this quest line. So the dead drop orders Oh, I guess she got rid of the rest of them. Or put them in like a box or something. But the dead drop orders, the earlier ones are written on scrolls, and then when they change out, they become these like pieces of paper.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do anything wrong. It was the robed man. He paid me to put those things in the barrel. I don't know his name, and his face was in shadow. He called to me yesterday as I walked by the lighthouse. I think he lives there. Or he did anyway. He told me he was leaving Anvil. It's just outside the city walls. I think the robed man has lived there for quite some time. In the cellar. I don't know what goes on down there, but there's a horrible smell coming from underneath that door. It's like something died inside. Talk to Ulfgar. He's sure to have the key to the cellar. You know, if you want to get down there. Now, please, just let me go. Just leave me alone, all right?
What did the dead drop that I'm not gonna fulfill? What did it say?
I don't want no trouble.
What happens if I continue that quest? The like. I'm gonna look this up. Actually, I'm so curious. What actually happens if you follow these dead drop orders? Oh. Interesting. Okay. You literally can't do the last one because it doesn't show up. Okay, I'm seeing the message held for review. Why would they hold that for review? Crushing lettuce and punching melons? I guess because you said melons. I guess you said punching melons. YouTube was like, no. No, you can't do that. You need to smoke for 30 years to do an Argonian voice. What are you talking about? No, okay, you're right. You're right. You're so right. Oh, I don't know. We had to do folly projects. NYU had a whole folly lab, and we had to do, there was like projects. There was a whole class we did freshman year on like audio design, like intro to audio design, where we had to learn how to use a folly lab. It's fun. You walk in, you got all these boxes, all these like, you know, sound effect things you can use. Piece of wood and I did not. So at NYU, you could pick what track you wanted to follow. So I ended up picking the writing track, specifically TV comedy writing I studied. But I could have been, you know, you could do audio, editing, producing, directing, film writing, TV writing, costume design, makeup design, like any film role you can choose to specialize in. If y'all were in film school, what would you want to specialize in? Yeah, you said melons. That's it. It's melons. Melons is a blocked word, I guess. What if you just say melon? It's singular. If I was forced to choose a fursona, if I was force-furred,
Well, now. Oh. The Dark Brotherhood? Oh, okay. Here's the key. If you're here to kill that fellow in the cellar, then good. I won't call the guards or nothing. He's doing unnatural things down there. I've heard the screams. And
Ectherius, that would probably be special effects or... Yeah, that'd be like special effects. You would have to really closely study the Matrix in a special effects track. I took TV writing. I have a brilliant idea for a TV show. If I ever get a chance to make a TV show, I'm going to make that same idea I came up with in college. What had the least people? Probably sound. The soundtrack probably had the least people. But I don't know. I never knew the numbers of like what routes had the most. It was also like you could pick and choose. Like you could say I want to specialize in sound and directing. I want to specialize in editing and writing. Me, I did internships and TV writing. Those were my specialties. All right, how do I get to the cellar? Yeah, it wasn't like an official thing. It was just a matter of... It wasn't like an official thing. It was just a matter of like what classes you chose. So I just picked classes that all had to do with writing. But there was nothing that said like, oh, you're on this track. It was like, what classes do you want to take? Doggy, your head's stuck in the wall. Budgie. Y'all, you ever come home and your dog is like this? What do you do if your dog is like this? The official degree name is Bachelor's in Film and Television Production. There was another major, Film Studies, where it was just studying like history and stuff of film and like film form, you know, that sort of thing. And but what was great about that is it was way easier of a major to get into. But when you put it on a resume, most people don't know the difference between cinema studies and film and TV production at NYU. They both just look like a film degree. So people took cinema studies, way easier to get into, with all of the same perks of having an NYU film degree on your resume, which is not a lot, really, actually. Rat. Mommy, mommy, as you lie, The dark man comes and makes you die. My daddy's hands are red with guilt because he killed the life we built. Wow, this is dark. Mommy, I so afraid. I miss you, Mommy. I just want you to kiss me again. I'm just going to read the little ones. Green, blue, red, yellow, orange. Green, blue, red, yellow, orange. He loves colors. This is like reading a lol cow diary. Oh! Should I take this head? That's terrific. I'm just gonna leave that there. Alright, so my friend Elena has been going nuts on this save file. So that's why I'm level 34. I did not do that. I did not do this. This was not me. Also, hi, Trip X Stack. Trip X Stack. Alright, let's go to Apple Watch. Apple Watch? I can get the new Apple Watch here.
Silencer, at last you've arrived. Fear not, for the crisis that has threatened the Dark Brotherhood has finally come to an end. I am Arquin, speaker for the Black Hand. As you can see, we have dealt with the betrayer, Lucien LeChance. No longer will you serve as his puppet.
Oh no!
It seems LeChance wanted revenge again, but now we can begin anew. I bestow, as you know, the Black Hand is now in a state of disarray. LeChance ordered you to kill us off. We five, including... Even worse, you killed the listener! The Black Hand without a listener is like a hand with no thumb. Even the listener's successor is dead. So, we have no choice but to invoke an ancient ritual. We must wake the Night Mother between the hours of midnight and 3 a.m. Ask me about the Night Mother, and we will away to Our Lady's home. When we confronted LeChance, he tried to defend himself, As you can see, he was no match. You must understand.
So I can't tell them what really happened? I can't, alright.
May we forever serve the Night Mother.
Yikes.
Greetings, fellow speaker. Greetings. Most of my time is now spent. Sithis is master.
All hail the Dread Father.
Yikes.
You are like an unholy vision, so beautiful.
Dude, I've killed so many of your guys already.
The Black Hand welcome.
Oh my gosh. So, what are y'all up to these days? What are y'all playing? What kind of gamer moments have you been having lately? Hi, Amaya. We're still Oblivion and chilling.
Welcomes you.
About to finish the Dark Brotherhood
Dear
questline.
Speaker, when darkness shrouds the Empire, we can travel to the resting place of the Night Mother. May the Night Mother
Wait,
hold
why was I
you.
supposed to show up at midnight? Isn't that what you said? Between midnight and 3 a.m., yeah.
Her cold. Dear Speaker, the Night Mother must be awakened. Very good, and so it begins, the Black Hand's journey into a darkness few can imagine.
Ooh, GTA Online. I never got into GTA Online. I played just GTA 5, and I played GTA 5 late. I played GTA 5 in like 2019. What's going on? Was this supposed to happen? Some Zelda-type-ish called tuning. Oh, I've seen that before. Am I stuck? Was this supposed to happen? Okay, I don't know. I think this might have glitched out. Hello? Did this just glitch out? What happened? I think this just fully glitched out on me. So that's great. Because I'm stuck in place. I cannot move. What happened? Great. Okay. Awesome. Authentic Bethesda experience. Yeah, no, for real. Like, what? Hello? What was supposed to happen here? Okay, so, supposed to... See, I can't even pause the game. I'm pushing the... I can't even open the menu. So what was supposed to happen here is we were supposed to meet in front of the statue, and something glitched out, and now I'm stuck in place. And I can't even... I can't even, I can't even... I can't even load a save, because it won't even let me do that, so... Alright, so, I'm stuck here. I think I gotta reset the game. So we love that. So here's the thing. I'm streaming directly off my PlayStation. If I close out of the game, I think it will end the stream. No, it does have a... I think that if I close out of the menu, it will straight up end the stream. No, I can't even open the menu at all. I'm just stuck here. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to close out of the game and see if I can keep the stream running. If not, I'll just reopen the stream. And we're just going to pretend like that didn't happen. So, be right back, I guess.